Hey, what's going on? My name is Yeski, and I have a company called Prodigy.School. And long story short, I wanted to shout out Mohit. Before working with Mohit, my brain was overwhelmed as an entrepreneur, trying to figure out how I'm going to get, my outreach and my lead gen popping, for my business. But to be true, I just didn't have time. I was so overwhelmed running and working in the business that I didn't have enough time to work on the business. And when Mohit came in, we worked together on creating an outreach lead generation plan. It was incredible. Literally, I made $25,000 closed through Mohit's efforts, and obviously I can't thank him enough for that. So
I just want to take a moment and say how grateful I am for the work that Mohit and his team have been offering me over the last month. He's been so helpful in curating my content for me to be sending to some potential new clients. He's been showing up for me in a group chat at a per need basis, which is always very surprising when you're doing business. So I'm very grateful to have that as well. And since we started to work together, I've drawn in 2 new full-time clients and a ton of one-on-one clients, just simply from the fact that he has reached out to people that are in alignment with my brand, and I've done the rest of the work from there.
This little video testimonial for Mohit and his team, who I recently worked with, and wow, all I can say is that I couldn't keep up with him and his team. They are so professional, so punctual. I got, in the space of 1 month, I got 20 leads which is exactly spot on what they promised. My Instagram following also went up about 250 followers in the space of 1 month, which was excellent because the engagement rate obviously went up as well and was really high.
I found Mohit, or as I like to say, the universe brought us together. Now, the one thing that stood out immediately about Mohit was his communication skills. That stood out from the get-go. I was like, okay. And then once we started working together, this guy's a whiz when it comes to marketing. His ideas, out of the box. There is no box for this guy. The consistency, the dedication, his team behind them, I just love the way they work. Absolutely adore.
I hired Mohit and his team with one heart about 3 months ago, and I cannot say more about them. They're an incredible team. They have helped me grow my Instagram as well as my LinkedIn platform and create new clients as well, creating relationships that I never would have gotten had I not had them. So the only thing I would say is if you hire Mohit and his team, make sure you are prepared because they are going to send you more leads than you can handle.
So I would highly, highly recommend, if you're in a space where you're really trying to work on building a business, but perhaps you don't have the time for reach out, that you really begin to start to work with Mohit and his team, because I can personally say for myself that it has taken a whole lot off of my hands, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it.
I was bombarded with so many contacts. It was amazing. I'm not complaining by any means, but I'm just telling you, they are awesome at what they do. So definitely reach out to them. I could not say anything more than how grateful I am for them and what they've done for my business and Believe in You Fitness.
One of the things I hired Mohit to help me with my, more specifically with my LinkedIn campaign and marketing component, and they were very helpful in that. In fact, it helped me go from kind of a flat line in that area, meaning I was hardly getting any appointments in my calendar to averaging probably about 35 appointments per month. So it was a huge jump, a huge difference for our business. I mean, if you just think about it, if you close 1 in 10 and you're getting 35 a month, that should be worth about 10 clients too. So I'm just very thankful to them for the work that they've done to help me to get myself situated and going in the right direction with my business and my practice. So thanks again, Marie.
I can't thank the universe enough for putting me in the hands of this great whiz. If you're thinking about hiring him, if you're thinking about working with this guy, it's a blessing. Don't think, just do.
And all I can say is, if you need a leads generation team, if you are looking for someone to do some of the heavy lifting so that you can just do what you are great at doing, and that is serve your clients, then Mohit is absolutely your guy. I would definitely recommend him hands down. Just for his sheer professionalism and his punctuality. They were such a dream to work with, and I absolutely will be working with Mohit again, and I see myself actually working with Mohit long term as well, because it was such a joy working with him, or outsourcing a team that cares as much about your results and about your business as you do. That is really the type of outsource delegating that you need to do and to consider in your business. It's not just about having someone else to do the work, it's about having someone else who cares, and Mohit really is that person. Thank you so much again, brother. It was such a blessing and such a pleasure working with you, and I look forward to working with you again.
If you're looking for somebody right now who absolutely is like, the guy's a genius, man, seriously. And don't let looks be deceiving. I don't care if you think he's young or not. This kid is next freaking level. So don't sleep on this guy. If you're going to hire him, do yourself a favor and do it right now before his prices go up. So, hey, this is Yeski with Prodigy.School, and I hope this helps.